Alright, hi everybody, it is Bonkai922. Last video for now. Probably I have only except for Attack on Titan and One Piece episode review I got, besides this review, which is Devil Survivor 2. And my romantic comedy is wrong as I expected, but that's gonna be later today. Right now it's Devil Survivor 2. Wednesday of Transformations 1. Holy shit, another great episode. Not as good as last week. I mean, it was still good. Still good. Not as good as last week. But this gets a 4 out of 5, no questions asked. Finally got a name for this guy. The guy with the stripes. We finally have a name for this motherfucker. And I'm like, damn. Ready? Anguished one? Well, actually, in the episode, they called him the Anguished one, but his real name was Alcon. And I was like, damn. Son of a bitch. I was like, damn, Anguished one. Ooh. I was shocked when I heard that name. I was like, what? Anguished? Anguished one. That's like the most epic, beastly name you could name a person in an anime, in my opinion. But anyway, this is basically the beginning of this episode. Like I said, Wednesday Transformations 1. Basically, in the beginning part, we had Yamato, talking to Hibiki and Ronaldo and everything, and the Anguished one, I'm like, damn. He's like saying to him, he's trying to tell him he has to make a choice, whether to stay here or to go with Yamato, and they both put away their monsters, their demons. Hibiki puts away Bayako, and Yamato puts away Cerberus. And he's basically the guy, the Anguished one guy. He's got his own demon. But he doesn't have a phone, which was even more surprise. And the other guys that are part of Ronaldo's group were going to try to attack him. He used his demon. Demon took them all out. He did that. His demon, the Anguished one's demon, was fire. He just burned the fuck out of them. And pretty much what Hibiki decides to do is he decides that he's gonna fight, and so on and so forth. He's not gonna stay there. He's gonna stay there, but he's gonna fight the Septuagintans, because apparently tomorrow, the next day, there are gonna be 3 of them. One attacking Nagoya, one attacking Osaka, and one attacking Tokyo. And Yamato was basically telling him to go and take care of Osaka. Yeah. And it was funny because Ronaldo was trying to get involved, and the Anguished one was like, you stay the fuck there. And he just threw his fire and shit at him. I was like, damn. So this was like more or less development. And this was like interactions in this episode between characters. And after this conversation Yamato had with Hibiki, pretty much he says, I'm going to survive. But he's going to say, this is what Hibiki told Yamato, if it turns out that the future you are planning is a bad one, I'm going to stop you. And he's like, well, you have to survive first. So everyone's in agreement with this situation, and they're all going to go and fall in line. After that scene, pretty much we have a few scenes with the Anguished one. He's talking to his demon guy and saying, oh, you shouldn't have given the humans the cell phones to some of the demons. And he's like, he wanted to do that. And they're talking something about the purge going on and so on and so forth. And we see a flashback also of Yamato and the Anguished One, and saying how he really wanted Yamato to be the sparkling one. And I get that. There's always and I can already see this connection going on. Because this guy who calls himself the Anguished One, he calls Hibiki the sparkling one. You see what's happening here? So, and then the rest of the episode we have really just Hibiki. Well, before that, we have a scene with Makoto, with that professor girl, Fumi, the professor who does the science division and stuff, and they're talking and basically saying they're calling. I mean, this is kind of weird. They mention they call Ibiki a weapon, so and so forth, and well, she called him a weapon. Fumi called him a weapon, and they're just talking about it briefly. And this part of the episode is when they're going through these medical procedures, these checkups, and so on and so forth. There was this funny part. It was a funny part. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Daichi, he's talking to Hibiki, and it's this one part where Daichi's waiting on the steps, and that guy Joe shows up, and he tries to get him a peek inside where the girls are getting examined, and Nita's there, and she hits them or something because she thinks they are peeking on her, peeping toms, perverts and stuff. I thought it was funny. And then we had Ari, that other girl with the red hair, the short one. She was there, and she calls them perverts and shit. It was funny. And already there's this, and this is what I liked about this episode. This kind of friction between Ronaldo and Yamato. And Ronaldo, he's having a hard time. I see that because he doesn't trust Yamato at all. And you see the distortions on his face because of it. But he realizes that he has to go and do this because they all need to get together and stop these demons and stuff. So that's pretty much what happened there. After that part with the medical procedures and such, pretty much we have trying to think. The grouping of the plan, they were basically planning it out and saying where everyone was going to be, who was going to attack what, and apparently, just as told, Hibiki and his two friends are going to go to Osaka, and while they're doing this, planning out, you hear the music playing. I was like, the show was still continuing. They still play that music. I was like, yeah, it's awesome. I love that part. And apparently, yeah. So basically, Ronaldo, he's going to be responsible for the Nagoya branch. Makoto and Yamato, they're responsible for Tokyo. And then Hibiki's going to be in Osaka with his two friends. And then this interesting scene, they get transported there, and they meet up with what's her name? I forgot her name. Where the fuck is her name? Hinako, that's right. I apologize for that. Hinako. Meet up with her, and Hibiki's excited, is relieved, and he's actually crying. Yeah, he's crying because he thought she was dead and everything, and that whole bit. And then we get. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's this scene with Yamato meeting up with these old guys and calls them worthless garbage. Because he thinks they're garbage. There's an extra scene after they get to Osaka, and everyone's happy, and he's crying, that Hinako's alive. The professor, Fumi, she's in this room, and Makoto goes in the room, and she looks at her, and she says, "Oh, This one will be the sacrifice to Lou. Didn't know what that meant. And when she's looking at something on the screen, and it's Nita. And that's where the episode ends. And I was like, bizarre. But we gotta remember, the Professor Fumi Kano, she was possessed. Remember that. She was possessed not too long ago. So that's Professor Kano. So confidentially, yeah, she might still be possessed and might be still doing evil deeds to some extent. So that's pretty much the whole gist of that. But overall, this was a great episode. Like I said, 4 out of 5. Finally I just fucking wrote that guy's name, the Anguished one. I'm like, what? Anguished? And I forgot to mention, important thing. He was the one who created the game. Who created the app. Who created the Dead Face. I'm like, yo, Giga Lightning, yo, this motherfucker, wheeling and dealing. I was like, yo, man, favorite character, hands down, Anguished one. He's my favorite character. Okay. That's the way I see it. He's like one of my favorite characters in the show already. He's unbelievable. So, and that's pretty much what happened. Now, I'm guessing that probably next week we're probably going to get into details. I want to see more of this guy, this Anguished one guy. I want to know more details about him. Because he's a very interesting character. And I guess next week we'll find out what this whole thing about Nita being a sacrifice was for. I hope she doesn't die, though. Oh, that would suck. But it'll be good for Hibiki, but it's going to suck if she dies. It's just going to be like, oh, fuck me. But overall, great episode. Like I said, 4 out of 5. Fucking Anguished. The Anguished one. Oh my, yeah. Anguished one. That was awesome. Awesome shit. Very beastly. And that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this is Bankai 922. Very good episode. Wednesday of Transformations 1. Let's get into it. Let's go. Devil Survivor 2, motherfuckers. It's the shit. And I'll see you guys later. I'm the fucking Anguished one. Yeah.